Welcome to my channel Detailed Math Solutions. In this video, I'm going to show how to find the 4 products displayed on the screen and 8 more similar products. To solve these exercises, I'm going to use the special product formula for sum and difference of the same terms, a plus b in parentheses multiplied by a minus b in parentheses equals to a squared minus b squared. This formula can also be written as a minus b in parentheses multiplied by a plus b in parentheses equals to a squared minus b squared. I'm going to use the formula written in both ways to solve the following exercises. First exercise. Find the product x squared plus 3 in parentheses multiplied by x squared minus 3 in parentheses. In the first parentheses, I have the sum of the two terms x squared and 3, and in the second parentheses I have the difference of the same two terms x squared and 3. Therefore, I can use the special product formula for sum and difference of the same two terms. X squared will correspond to the a in the formula, and 3 will correspond to the b in the formula. And when I apply the formula, this equals to x squared in parentheses squared minus 3 squared, which equals to x to the 4th power minus 9. Next exercise. Find the product y squared minus 5 multiplied by minus 5 minus y squared in parentheses. Now, for this exercise, I need to write the two terms within the first parentheses in a slightly different way so I can use the formula. I'm going to switch the places of the two terms and write this expression as minus 5 plus y squared in parentheses multiplied by minus 5 minus y squared in parentheses. This way, minus 5 will correspond to the a in the formula and y squared will correspond to the b in the formula. And when I apply the formula, this equals to minus 5 in parentheses squared minus y squared to the power of 2. This equals to 25 minus y to the 4th power. Next exercise. Find the product of x squared plus y in parentheses multiplied by minus y plus x squared in parentheses. For this exercise, I'm going to write the two terms within the second parentheses in a slightly different way. I'm going to switch their places. When I do that, this equals to x squared plus y in parentheses multiplied by x squared minus y. This way I can apply the formula, and when I do that, this equals to x squared to the power of 2 minus y squared, which equals to x to the 4th power minus y squared. Next exercise. Find the product minus y minus x squared in parentheses multiplied by y minus x squared in parentheses. Now for this exercise, I'm going to switch the places of the two terms within the first parentheses. I'm also going to switch the places of the two terms within the second parentheses and write them as follows. Minus x squared minus y in parentheses multiplied by minus x squared plus y in parentheses. And when I apply the formula, this equals to minus x squared to the power of 2 minus y squared. This equals to x to the 4th power minus y squared. Next, I'm going to show how to find the 4 products with 1, 2 factor quadratic term displayed on the screen. Find the product of 2x squared plus 7 in parentheses multiplied by 2x squared minus 7 in parentheses. Like the previous exercises, I'm going to apply the special product formula for sum and difference of the same terms. The term 2x squared corresponds to the a in the formula, and the number 7 corresponds to the b in the formula. And when I apply the formula, I have 2x squared in parentheses squared minus 7 squared, which equals to 2 squared multiplied by x squared in parentheses squared minus 49. When I simplify further, I get 4x to the power of 4 minus 49. Next exercise. Find the product 4 minus 9y squared in parentheses multiplied by minus 9y squared minus 4 in parentheses. For this exercise, I'm going to switch the places of the two terms within the first parentheses and write this as minus 9y squared plus 4 in parentheses multiplied by minus 9y squared minus 4 in parentheses. This way I have minus 9y corresponding to the a in the formula and 4 corresponding to the b in the formula. When I use the formula, this equals to minus 9y squared in parentheses squared minus 4 squared. When I simplify further, I have minus 9 in parentheses squared multiplied by y squared to the power of 2 minus 16. This equals to 81 y to the fourth power minus 16. Next, find the product 6y squared plus x multiplied by minus x plus 6y squared in parentheses. For this exercise, I'm going to switch the places of the two terms within the second parentheses. When I do that, I can write this expression as 6y squared plus x in parentheses multiplied by 6y squared minus x. And when I apply the formula, this equals to 6y squared in parentheses squared minus x squared. When I distribute the exponent, I have 6 squared y squared to the power of 2 minus x squared. And when I simplify further, I have 36 y to the fourth power minus x squared. Next exercise. Find the product minus 8x minus y squared in parentheses multiplied by 8x minus y squared in parentheses. For this exercise, for me to use the formula, I need to switch the places of the two terms within each of these parentheses and write it as minus y squared minus 8x minus y squared plus 8x, both in parentheses multiplied. When I apply the formula, this equals to minus y squared in parentheses squared minus 8x in parentheses squared, which equals to y to the fourth power minus 8 squared x squared, or this equals to y to the fourth power minus 64x squared. Lastly, I'm going to show how to find the four products with two-factor quadratic and linear terms displayed on the screen. Find the product of 2x squared plus 3y in parentheses multiplied by 2x squared minus 3y in parentheses. Again, like the previous exercises, I'm going to apply the formula, and when I do that, I have 2x squared corresponds to the a in the formula and 3y corresponds to the b in the formula, and this equals to 2x squared in parentheses squared minus 3y in parentheses squared, which equals to 2 squared x squared in parentheses squared minus 3 squared y squared. And I simplify further, I have 4x to the power of 4 minus 9y squared. Next exercise. Find the product minus 5a squared plus 4b in parentheses multiplied by 4b plus 5a squared in parentheses. For this exercise, I'm going to write the first factor by switching the two terms within the first parentheses. And when I do that, this equals to 4b minus 5a squared multiplied by 4b plus 5a squared. This way, I can apply the formula and I get 4b in parentheses squared minus 5a squared in parentheses squared, which equals to 4 squared b squared minus 5 squared a squared to the power of 2. When I simplify further, I have 16b squared minus 25a to the power of 4. Next, I'm going to find the product of 6x squared minus 7a in parentheses multiplied by 7a plus 6x squared in parentheses. For this exercise, I'm going to switch the places of the two terms within the second parentheses and write this expression as 6x squared minus 7a in parentheses multiplied by 6x squared plus 7a in parentheses. And when I apply the formula, 6x squared will correspond to the a in the formula, and 7a will correspond to the b in the formula. This way, when I use the formula, this equals to 6x squared in parentheses squared minus 7a in parentheses squared. This simplifies to 6 squared x squared to the power of 2 minus 7 squared a squared. When I simplify further, I get 36 x to the power of 4 minus 49 a squared. And lastly, I'm going to find the product minus 8y squared minus 9b in parentheses multiplied by 8y squared minus 9b. For this exercise, I'm going to switch the places of the two terms within the first parentheses and then switch the places of the two terms within the second parentheses and write it as minus 9b minus 8y squared in parentheses multiplied by minus 9b plus 8y squared. When I apply the formula, I get minus 9b in parentheses squared minus 8y squared in parentheses squared, which equals to minus 9 in parentheses squared b squared minus 8 squared y squared in parentheses squared, which simplifies to 81 b squared minus 64 y to the fourth power. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel and click the like button. I'm thrilled that you joined me and look forward to sharing my other videos. Please click on any video displayed on the screen to see more detailed math solutions.